Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's D2CL Chinese group stage action. We're kicking things off here with CDEC versus IG, and this should be a close match. CDEC have been performing very, very well recently. Maybe the odds on Dota 2 Lounge don't quite reflect how well they're doing. IG, of course, a very strong squad. They'll be looking to try and 2-0 here, but I can see CDEC taking a game off them. But let's head over to the draft, see what we're dealing with, and welcome in Slush. How are you doing this morning?
As I'm not I'm not a morning person to put it mildly, but yeah, I've had some time to wake up actually and get some tea, so we should be good to go. Yeah. Overall, those odds currently seeing seems to be a bit weird since CDEC. They've really, I think they're really strong, and I hope at least that they draw somehow. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, in terms of the draft, we've already started. So Shadow Fiend, Sniper, Juggernaut, Storm Spirit, Bat Rider, as well as Feelings removed from the game. CDEC once again with the early Queen of Pain pickup.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
They love picking Queen of Pain as quickly as they can. And with Shadow Fiend banned out, it's Queen of Pain's a hero that you can put mid, you can put off lane. But we've seen them run it safe lane quite a lot with aggressive. Shiki, of course, has picked it up a couple of times, but the Shadowblade, Skadi, Orchid, throw all this DPS nonsense into the Queen of Pain build has been quite effective, to be honest. And then couple it up with the Lion, you can move around relatively early on as a roaming duo. But IG with their favorite Treant once again, it's going to be difficult for that Queen of Pain to find that early snowball lead with that Treant throwing living armor everywhere.
Yeah, despite the fact that you can break the living armor rather handily with Shadow Strike, it's still very, very annoying, since you just simply... Queen of Pain is already a hero that by nature lacks a bit of burst to just finish the job. She's only really good at picking up those weakened heroes. So if Trent is, always paying attention, and from those IG players, we should imagine they always are, then it's going to be hard, for sure, to get those kills as Queen of Pain. Lion is a good partner, though. I mean, he doesn't really care about living armor, and she just starts fingering people.
Well, we've even seen it with, like, a Sniper mid, for instance. Queen of Pain, regularly, once she hits level 6, she jumps up on the ramp, gets the Scream and Sonic Wave down, and Sniper's dead. But with the Treant in the mix, we've seen the Sniper escape on 50 HP, on 100 HP. He suddenly, miraculously, survives through this combination and, waddles him way past the tier 1 tower.
I could even go for a counter kill, since those early Blink levels have a really long cooldown, and then 3 shrapnel charges, yeah, they help. But he's not in the game, so we don't really need to talk about him. CDEC, they really have those target events towards Lure so far. 3 offlane heroes being removed, and all 3 of those he's been known to run rather well. The one that is still in the pool would be the Spirit Breaker that we see quite often from IG. But let's see if they really will go for it or not. I think IG overall, with Faith back in the fold, have a really flexible lineup overall. They play all kinds of different things. Like sometimes even see Burning on the Yaks. We've seen that happen as well, although it's not particularly common. So definitely, I think they can easily change up their style. I mean, the Storm Spirit Bang is kind of a bit of a respect man, I would imagine, and that's okay. Ferrari still, sometimes he runs those not quite so flashy heroes. I'm pretty sure he prefers the other ones. But we have seen him play the Viper, stuff like that as well.
Well, Storm was banned out, Bat Rider, like you said earlier on. The Chen taken out by IG, though, just limiting how much early power CDEC have, because they've already got the Lion, Queen of Pain, and Zeus. All of that early magical burst. IG will be looking to just bolster their lanes a little bit here. Pick up something maybe like a Rubik for Faith.
I'm just saying that for CDEC, though, the Broodmother's still in the pool.
That's a good point. That's a good point. XZ on that Broodmother. That has been a really nasty, nasty combo. With the Treant, it's a little more difficult, though, for her to go for those little pickoffs and nibble away at the smaller heroes. And Troll, he's a decent hero against Brood. Throws down the Whirling Axes. You can get a kill there if you've got some kind of stun or lockdown. Throw some dust into the mix.
Yeah, I think Broodmother would be a potential 4th pick. Or even a 5th pick if RG don't ban him. Her, that is. It depends on what IG pick as the second support, I guess. And we have a Shadow Shaman.
I feel you may be right. I feel it coming now.
I think I feel the Brood coming now.
Because Zeus has been run as a support quite often. I don't know if Garda plays that, though. We've seen Garda and Q running around quite often as a pair, just trying to smoke up and get as many early kills as possible. It's been kind of refreshing, actually, to see them do this roaming duo, but not let it fall off. They're constantly looking for those aggressive plays, and obviously it's not just them. It's the rest of the team that allows this to happen. They set up the lanes for it. They hold equilibrium where, the heroes can wrap around and find pickoffs on a few greedy guys who are trying to get that last hit.
Yeah. I think Zeus is overall a fairly good pick this game. I mean, we often see, Spirit Breaker, by the way. That's no big surprise here. Trend Protector, he always just goes one ring around, basically, lumbering the enemy jungle, and with the Zeus in the mix, and he at least could scout him out, and whenever they think that they are having vision. So I think the Zeus is a decent pick. Apparently, IG think that the Zeus is offlane since they banned out the Chen, so they don't think it's a support. But in my opinion, it's still very likely to be run as a support, considering all things considered. Slark, though, also fairly good here against Trend Protectors, and Dark Pact deals those small damage instances, so you can break through living armor rather nicely. There are 2 strength heroes currently on the enemy team. So it's at least they also CDEC. We've always wondered, how much late game potential will they really have, but Slark at least secures him some form of late game.
Yeah, Zeus offlane, we've been sort of talking about him as a support, and that's where we both feel he's going, but offlane is definitely still a viable option. So is Queen of Pain offlane. You could still have the Zeus mid potentially here. They do have the Hex and Shackle though, which means Queen of Pain would be a little bit susceptible to being run at by Troll. But IG now with their 5th ban, do you just take out the Clockwork. So you're feeling it's going that way as well. You feel that Zeus's line is going to be support, and you take out that offlaner with a long range initiation.
Let's see, what else? I mean, apart from Brute, who's still in the pool, they're quite, Tidehunter's still in, I guess. He's fine. I don't know if they run offlane Enigma that much.
I don't think I've seen it. Centaur has been seeing a little bit of play in China, but not too much at all. And when you've got mobile heroes like Slark and Queen of Pain, you don't really need it at all. You've got Pounce, you've got Blink, you don't need that Stampede to get into fights or to try and disengage.
Yeah, as much as I love the hero, I don't think he's a good fit this game. Clockwork being banned, he would have been a viable hero, that's true, so fairly good ban here. I really feel like the Brood is still the best pick here. They don't exactly have too much area to deal with. Shadow Shaman Shock is the only one that comes to mind, and Troll Warlord, his whirling axes are nice and everything, but they don't do that much damage. They are okay for the blind, though.
It basically allows you to survive. It doesn't allow you to turn around and try and kill those spiderlings. And Shadow Shaman, his Ether Shock, like you said, it's nice, but he's going to need level 3 or 4 first. And getting to that level 3, you're trying to stack and pull, you're trying to leech experience from the lane. Broodmother is always going to be there, ready and waiting for you. The little Shadow Shaman with like 650 HP, not really a matchup against the Broodmother, but...
Yeah, I guess they're a bit worried maybe about Spirit Breaker, since he can charge the whole time. Okay, taking a page out of Vici Gaming's playbook.
And then IG bringing out the Pugna. Ferrari 430, Pugna mid, let's see. Party time.
Let the push commence, I guess.
Well, Serpent Wards, the Nether Blast, Spirit Breaker can close the gap on people to try and find pickoffs behind towers. I'm just looking at this and thinking, okay, they've got decent team fight, they've got decent pickoff potential, decent pushing. It's kind of a well-rounded draft, but there's no one thing they're very good at.
Yep.
Whereas CDEC is like, okay, we're going to burst the shit out of you. We've got so much magical damage. Once you get your BKBs, we're going to be a little bit scared, but before that, we're going to try and dominate you as hard as we can.
Yeah, the Troll Warlord, ideally you would want another hero that can benefit from your Battle Trance, but so far it's only really the Spirit Breaker, and okay, Trent, I guess. If you somehow get farm on Trent, then he starts whacking people, and yeah, of course it hurts as well. But Pugna, not that much. He's not a right-click hero.
That's the thing, I usually look at Troll and think the same thing, but when you're going into towers with Nether Blast and Serpent Wards, you don't really need another combination hero. Maybe for a team fight or pickoffs it would be nice. Let's see if this works. Yes, it does. I got given the Ace logo now. So the Ace logo's up on the screen.
Well, good job. It's in fact Garda on the line, and Q is the one who's playing the Zeus. So, well, I guess Zeus is not particularly item dependent. I mean, you get your Tranquil Soaring, you're good to go. Whereas online, you kind of want to blink. So Garda playing the position for line is okay. Aggressive on the Slug is one of his better heroes for sure. One that he runs rather often, which does leave Shiki on the Queen of Pain, solo mid, against Ferrari. Let's see, we haven't seen this matchup in a long, long time. Pugner, complete one-on-one, should beat the Queen of Pain, but,
Yeah.
you know, if once rotations come in, all bets are off, really.
That's when it starts getting messy. Then we've got Living Armor to throw in there from Global. It's going to be interesting. I'm just looking at Luo and thinking, okay, he's going to be pretty happy when Troll hits 6. He's going to be charging in, maybe looking for solo kills on heroes like Garda.
Yeah.
That's 70% bash percentage chance. Let's see if Luo can get some RNG luck, or if he gets screwed over by the RNG gods.
Yeah. Ferrari is it's going to be so liable to getting burst down, though. I'm a bit worried for him for this Pugner pick overall.
Well, what do you reckon? Arcane's mech and then go into straight BKB? It's something we used to see quite a lot. Things like, Aghanims and Blink Dagger have become a little more popular. Well, in pubs at least, but we don't see this hero at all in competitive outside of maybe. Is it M5 or is it Vega? There's a CIS team. I think it's M5 that run an aggro tri-lane with a Night Stalker, but that's kind of it's not a one-role hero. They kind of use it as a farm sharer. Yeah. Shiki already taking a blast to the face as he returns the damage.
Trust me, Pugner is. I think Shiki he's not particularly used to laning against Pugner anymore. It's just not a very common hero. But Ferrari seems to have practiced it a little bit, so already posturing up. Yeah, you can't really trade.
You just cannot trade. It's kind of like when you're mid and you see, okay, my opponent has a bottle with a regen in it. This means that I'm just going to try and go for last hits here. I can't trade, can't really do anything about that. Chuan, he shackles the right one, but there's no follow-up there. The troll backing off to get some last hits. Burning, prioritizing farm over the kill.
Yeah, but he was a bit low as well, and he didn't really have any other spells. He's only level 1, so he's only got Berserker's Rage. Meanwhile, he's getting annoyed quite a bit by Q's Zeus on the top lane, who's just constantly spamming out onto the heroes, really, to not disrupt the last hit from XZ.
Is it really? Oh my god, I've got to check this every single time. I don't know why it's just me. Open mic on. I should keep the open mic settings from here. When I turn it off at home, it changes it. Nevertheless, for those of you just joining us, this is game 1 between IG and CDEC in the D2CL Chinese group stages. Ferrari on the Pokemon mid up against Shiki's Queen of Pain. Up at top lane, Faith getting right-clicked down by XZ on the Phantom Lancer, with Q on the Zeus going up against that Treant Troll, and Shadow Shaman. A defensive trial in with Burning and Chuan back there near the tier 1 tower. Garda, oh man, that's really sad. That is really, really sad. He's looking around hunting for the sentry or observer ward wherever it may be, and what he doesn't know is that sentry is barely out of range of the one he's placed.
Yeah, sometimes we see that Radiant is always a bit harder to de-ward. In theory, you should be able to cover every single spot with just 2 sentries, but in practice, it's sometimes you see it messing up, and sometimes you rush it a bit as well because you really want to de-ward it before the camp respawns. That makes it a bit harder. Shiki overall doing a good job though, mid lane, holding his own really in terms of CS.
Yeah, definitely. I was just about to bring that up, saying he's even and now actually has gone ahead of Ferrari. So Ferrari, who was focusing pretty hard on, right-clicking down Shiki and burning through his HP and mana regen, which he's obviously done a good job of, but both of them are still trying to get their bottle. Ferrari's a little bit closer.
Top lane, XZ, one more hit, they're not going to go for it.
Could they have finished him off?
I think they could. I think Burning needed one more right-click and they would have finished him off, but maybe just, yeah.
Even with the 2 rings of protection, protecting the Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, he's almost out of region though. Giving 1 share tango.
So Ferrari gets his bottle first, but the Queen of Pains isn't too far away. The big difference though is that Flying Courier. Upgraded for IG, and okay, now it's upgraded over on CDEC.
I mean, you see Queen of Pain is basically, she has to use Blink every single time to get back.
Yeah. Oh man. And she takes another blast and a couple of right clicks. How will she control the rune? She has to kind of give up on half a creep wave if she wants to try and fill up her bottle. She just has to ferry it? I guess that's what you've got to do.
I mean, Garda could control bot rune for her, I guess. And it's almost in the 4-minute mark. Zeus is already on top lane as well, so Shiki, he's got the blink advantage so he can get it. Oh, Regen rune, that's handy.
Yeah, he's going to have the fortune here of the wave being pushed back into Ferrari, so Radiant get both runes. As Ferrari's the one who ferries his bottle back. See, that's the mark of a good player, you know? He knows the equilibrium is heading back up his ramp. He knows that he's not going to have the chance to get the rune just then. I'm thinking about, you know, over the next couple of minutes, now they've both got their bottles, they're going to be prepping themselves for these runs towards the runes. Luo on the Spirit Breaker will be heading down towards bot, and you're saying Garda can defend down there. I'm not sure. If Luo goes 1 versus 1 on the Lion, I'm pretty sure Luo wins.
Yeah, that's true. Aggressive, not going for the Midas rush, so just buying the treads first. Okay, getting charged up there by Luo,
And
gets
bash.
one lucky bash in.
How many more
One more
bashes can
bash.
you get? Aggressive dropping low with the tango through, and he's going to salve himself up.
Yeah. And Luo, yeah, it's Spirit Breaker is beefy. I mean, ideally, as Slug, you'd really want to trade last hits. I mean, you see Luo, what's he doing? He's just constantly charging the Slug and whacking him.
How the hell do you deal with this? Well, your supports are busy stacking and pulling, trying to give as much... Oh, they didn't get the ancient stack off there, as Ferrari takes a large amount of damage. Shiki, with Blink on cooldown, he has hit level 6 though. Ferrari has to kind of run back to base and heal himself up. Or does he bring himself a salve? No. He's going to rely on just having the bottle. And then go back to lane.
He still doesn't see Garda. That's, I think, one of the main concerns for him. I mean, Schwarm could theoretically just take over mid a little bit, maybe, you know? Ferrari's not going to run back to base completely, so using the 3 bottle charges, puts the bottle on the ground, and commences bot lane. They go on to Luo. He's got a charge, though, so if you get somehow a lucky bash into aggressive...
What does he need? He goes back for the kill. The mana, he gets drained. Oh man, aggressive getting a little bit lucky there. The final last right click, but bashes are real. Luo now might turn around. The stun misses, turns back to Garda. Oh man, if he gets this double kill, Luo is going to be in such a happy place. Lion on the run, and the Spirit Breaker will back himself up. I can't believe though that one final right click took the mana away from the Nether Strike, which would have secured the kill, but the bash made up for it.
That was so stupid. I mean, of course, living armor helping him quite a lot as well. So just stay alive for one more hit, basically. And then, of course, he gets lucky with a 17% chance and gets the kill.
And Ferrari at this mid lane, you know, he's got the drain relatively early on. Level 6 picks that up, and he knows he kind of needs it. If he's trading hits and getting dropped low by Shiki, the chance for that Blink Scream Sonic Wave combo is definitely a massive threat to him. Like right now, 370 HP, he could just die straight up to the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, not anymore. He's using all bottle shells. Shiki blinked backwards, popped the Invis rune, and is currently running towards top. Maybe he can find Chuan here. Where is the Phantom Lancer? There he is, XZ, only level 1 Lance, and currently out of mana.
Yeah, 125 mana needed for that. The Spirit Breaker's on the charge though, burning top of the last hits with 44 for 26, not really being contested too much. Well, the Slug down a bot lane, 37 for 11, and he's died once. Oh, Luo.
He's actually
hello, Queen of Pain. How are you doing today?
Is he gonna go for it?
He's still going, okay. Well, XZ, he still has the doppelganger, but you can't get it off when you're stunned and bashed up by Luo. And this is what we're talking about. If you get that lucky chance, the added effect, of course, Battle Trance, allowing Luo to get that final right click in there as quickly as he did, definitely helping out. Now, TP's down to bot lane. Chuan throws out the Ether Shock, just trying to hold back this push from Aggressive.
Yeah, Aggressive, knowing that the Spirit Breaker was offlane, trying to push in a little bit with the Catapult Wave, and it's going to do a sizable amount of damage. Not too much, though, overall. And then moving towards bot rune to control for Shiki once again. Parkman is just not as maneuverable as a Queen of Pain. He's going for the mech rush as well. I mean, it's no big surprises here. He can bottle craft for the mana sustain, really.
Like, Pugna has 370 move speed, so he's quick on his feet. His move speed is good. He's just got no blink, no ability to actually move around and cross the river.
Yeah, and his supports have not been contesting the rune for him.
Well, Q now is up on this top lane. The dual lane of the Zeus and the Phantom Lancer, it looked snazzy in theory. They've got the nuke damage, they've got lightning bolts and the Phantom Lancer to try and bring the supports down. But Chuan has always been playing super defensively. Now, Luo is going back in for seconds. XZ, no bash this time as he doppelgangers away.
Yeah. It was a bit, I mean, before that the Phantom Lancer was already on, I don't know, like 50% HP, so he committed fully for it, and now he's got Tranquil Boots as well, so a bit harder to kill, really. Ferrari, though, he's, like, ideally you would want to posture up onto the mid tower, similar to a Dragon Knight, and start blasting the crap out of it, but It's not that easy. And he even picks up a casual braces to just survive the burst damage from the Queen of Pain.
I was just looking at that and thinking, yeah, he knows what's up. He knows what's up. This bracer null build, it's so it's so cost effective. The null is great early on for that mana pool, but mainly for the last hitting. You buy the null talisman so you can right-click creeps a little harder and also throw some harass your opponent's way. But the bracer there is just value. Value bracer for value HP. Just in case. Shiki and Garda, they're going on this smoke run already. I knew it would happen early, but I didn't realize it would be this early.
Luo? Him, can they?
Maybe they can. They've got enough magic damage. Oh no, Luo turns back around. The living armor back into Garda. Eats a shock as well as Ferrari right-clicking him down will take down the Lion.
I mean, 1.1k HP plus living armor. I mean, and it was not even a level 6 line. If it's a level 6 line, they kill him fast enough, I think. But it's a level 4 line, even popping Sonic Wave, not gonna be enough.
That's 1,000 XP to the 4 heroes of IG who are in the vicinity and about 700 gold. And now Ferrari will get his chance. Aggressive. He jumps in and gets instantly hexed. Will nearly take down Ferrari. A couple more right clicks will seal the deal. But he doesn't get the opportunity. And now he's got no Shadow Dance, no Pounce. Luo does not have Nether Strike though. Ferrari does die in the end. While the Earth Spike goes on to Burning. And now IG are caught. They're behind the tier 1 tower.
Sheik has another Blink Scream up if he wants to go for it, but Luo is nearly full HP again.
Oh, he's going for it now, Chuan. Shadow Strike down. But Shiki not screaming. The long range harass here, just artillery from the Phantom Lancer. The blink then from the Queen of Pain. So many ways for CDEC to close the gap and get that magic down onto someone.
A bit unfortunate that the Pugner fell in the end. He was tanking the tower a bit too much there throughout the fortification. Nether Strike up in a few seconds, but he's not going to wait for it. It's going to go right now.
Yeah, they've got the Hex and Shackles, and there shouldn't be too much problem here cleaning up the Phantom Lancer. As Ferrari comes in, TPs, and gets the last hit with his blast.
Yeah. He's running out of item slots now. If he has to pick up a TP. And tower gets denied before they can get there.
Lion being given the bottom lane. He needs level 6. And that's what I was kind of waiting for with the
Mad Cow coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. Not going to go for it.
Doesn't want to go that deep.
Yeah,
but you're looking at
Nether Strike, no mana either.
Looking at a Spirit Breaker with Earn Treads and 1,000 gold. And it's 12 minutes in. He's 203.
What do you think his next item is? We sometimes see people stop for the Midas on Spirit Breaker.
We've seen Midas, we've seen Mask of Madness occasionally, but that's kind of a suicide Rambo item. Hey guys, I'm gonna go in. BKB is obviously the more well-rounded item pickup right now, especially against Zeus, Lion. You don't want to get disabled mid-charge or while you're trying to bash people around. But I don't know.
Shadowblade's also a fairly good option, but it's a bit expensive because it's 3k gold after all, and the build-up isn't that great, as in the individual items don't really give you that much. Lion, did he hit level 6? Yeah, finally he did. Leeching XP under the tower, so aggressive rotates in as well, and the IG, the other heroes have been off the map for too long, so they're just gonna trade for top lane instead.
Yeah, CDEC, they've got their work cut out for them. Net worth-wise, we're looking at 6.4k up on the Troll, while the Pugner 5.5. Mech completed with another 900 gold in the bank. Ferrari now looking for towers, looking for blood. Burning with a pretty standard build there. Face boots, he went the Yasha before finishing off, Helm of the Dominator or Vlad's. And that's kind of interesting. The Helm of the Dom is such a good value item with the armor and HP regen it gives you. But I guess, as a troll, if you go for the Yasha, you don't necessarily need it. You get the armor and attack speed you want from that. If you're farming in the jungle, you've got the lifesteal, that's all you really need. Oh, the PL sending illusions in, but Luo's going into the back. Shiki evaporates under the damage. Oh boy.
CDEC, they managed to get a bit of a trade off there with the tier 1 tower falling to the slug, but it was going to fall eventually, and it's a Queen of Pain kill on top of it. And we already mentioned Queen of Pain against Trent is always difficult to find kills. And Lion, although he's hit level 6, so maybe we see some smoke gangs coming in there. But I don't know, the last pick Phantom Lancer, I'm not sure. So far it's not working out that well, since IG is just taking complete map control and CDC cannot manfight them at all.
Yeah, I keep looking back at this Slark and thinking, okay, he's got nearly 3,000 gold, but what is his item? What's the item that brings him back into the game? And it kind of has to be a BKB. You know, Shadow Blade maybe allows them to get a pick off on Chuan or something like that. He goes for the Shadow Blade, and you know, there's two ways of looking at this. You either go for the Shadow Blade or Blink, and you try and win over the next 10 minutes by finding pick-offs on small heroes. Try and get a couple of kills here and there. Smoke gang up with the Queen of Pain and Lion, and go and make... Oh, Q. There isn't too much damage here. There aren't any big core heroes, but...
He's tasted, though.
You should be okay. Should be okay. As Chuan definitely is not, but he dies to a neutral creep. Aggressive going to be a little bit upset about that.
Hero Wildkin. They know that Faith is around as well. They just lightning bolted it somewhere. And Darkwick is in fact going to hit him. Do they have a sentry ward?
Well, they've got Thundergod's Wrath. They know where he is now. Surely? No, they're going to go for Burning. They want Burning, and they found him. Aggressive now. Finger of Death down onto Faith. And they're probably going to finish him off. There's no way to get invis. That's a good turnaround for CDEC. They change it from, what was it, 2 to 6 to...
1 for 6 too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, the Chuan kill...
Shadow Sham pick up, yeah.
The Chuan kill, you know, it doesn't really count, but I guess the kill score wise it does match up.
Yeah. Lure once again posturing up there on the Phantom as he picked up an early vitality booster. Let's see if it's going to be a Crimson Guard. It might be, since it's really good against illusion heroes overall, so great pick against Phantom Lands, although he really isn't much of a threat so far.
Oh, what does the PL have, actually? Bracer, Ring of Aquila, and Tranquil Boots. He's going for, you know, incremental stat items. This is kind of normal because he was on the off lane. Helped out by Zeus a little bit.
Oh, Shiki might be in trouble.
They found the ward. Where is Shiki? Being charged? Can't... Look, no.
Get the lucky bashes!
He can't do it. With the battle trance, maybe he can. Shiki dropping low, the blink is off cooldown though, and he'll get himself up onto the high ground and TP away.
So this time around, not that much RNG, I guess, and IG gonna go back into Roshan and finish the job, as it seems. Ferrari, by the way, picked up an early boost of travel, which makes him incredibly fast at one point, and at the same time, we mentioned before, he's getting... He needs those item slots, so he can't really afford to carry a TP run with him.
His movement speed is now 420. MLG no scope blaze it. But towards the mid lane now, Lion 1,000 gold. He's not too far away from his blink dagger. 16 minutes in, you know he's doing pretty well for himself while they take down this jungle stack. BKB is the next choice from aggressive. Went for the aggressive Shadow Blade and looked for a couple of pickoffs. It worked out instantly. You know, he bought the Shadow Blade and they found 3 kills.
Yeah.
It wasn't causality really, you know, it wasn't because of the Shadow Blade. IG hung around a little bit too long. They went for the kill on Zeus in the jungle, and it turned out a little bit bad, but BKB is definitely going to be a good pickup for him.
Shiki being forced to do the same thing on Queen of Pain. He knows, like, he's behind. There's no point in going for Orchid right now. You're not going to find anybody. IG are the ones who are going to look to group up. In this sort of situation, like, even an Aghanim setter would actually not be too bad, since IG are clumping the whole time. Normally not a big advocate of the item, but this game I could even understand it if he goes for Aghanims.
Is she going to go BKB Rush, though?
I think so. And otherwise, you're never going to be able to blink in safely, right?
Yeah, I guess so. You're going to get hexed up, like we've already seen it from Chuan. The timing on his hex, the reactions he's got are pretty nuts. See the Queen of Pain? Oh, look. Suddenly you're a sheep. Burning, getting the long-range harass there from Lightning Bolt and Phantom Lance.
High ground push incoming.
Indeed it is. Living armor down to Burning, so he's not too afraid of what's happening here. The Phantom Rush allowing the illusions to get in onto that Pugna ward, but they can't quite bring it down.
Certain ward's been popped up. Can IG break the base? Burning's falling quite low, but nobody really wants to go in since he's got the Aegis.
Exactly. If they're going on Burning, he's just going to pop himself back up alive. Luo is invis here, ready and waiting. If he gets a target, if someone, you know, goes into this area here, pretty much anywhere along the ridge of this ramp, Luo's just going to go straight in.
Well, they have no rush. They can just chip away at it with Ferrari's Pugna the whole time. And at some point, CDEC are the ones who were forced to go in. Maybe they were just waiting for Slark to finish the job on their tier 1.
Well, here goes the charge. Nope, cancelled. Zeus backing himself up a little bit too much. Phantom Lance rejoins. He's going to go for the doppelganger into the middle. Burning, whirling axes, and turns back around.
They're going to keep the ward alive. A little bit aggressive, going to go in for it. They finish the ward.
They finally kill that pesky little ward. When does it come back off cooldown? In 2 seconds time. So they kill the ward and now there's a new one. They can't fight again.
Constant double blast coming out and the Raxus looks unstoppable here. IG, they still have the Aegis, remember, and Burning is just not looking to stop.
Like, Shiki kind of has to just throw his Sonic Wave at any moment now. Throws it out to 3, Chuan and Phase dropping low, but here comes the Overgrowth. Onto XZ and Shiki. It looks like this is going to be annihilation right now. As IG clean up 2, the buyback from the Queen of Pain jumping in will find Chuan.
Focus on the objectives. You don't need to chase the Queen of Pain. You lose one Shadow Sham to get 2 sets of racks. That's fine with me.
The Slug just cannot find the opening. He can't go in with that BKB. This timing push was very, very well played.
I just love the fact that IG, are not afraid to run those kind of strats. Like, some teams would be concerned with it. Death Ball's been nerfed quite a bit, but it's still very potent if you can pull it off and pull a fast one on CDEC. They are the ones normally who look to go high ground really, really early, but IG this with a Pugna pick was enabling them to posture up and take lane by lane.
Almost exactly 20 minutes in, IG take the first set of racks. Now, Thunder God's Wrath, was that actually... Yeah? No? I just got the flash on my screen.
Maybe he cancelled it? I don't know.
Not too sure. I went to check.
XZ getting charged.
Oh no. Oh no, Ferrari now dominating 5-1-1 and Aghanims is on the cards. He's only 600 gold away, but the smoke is coming in, wrapping around. They're going the long way here. But they've seen them. They see them at the creep wave. They know that they don't need to go to Garda. Garda's the initiation. The Lion has to go first, surely.
Well, Aggressive is the one who wants to go first, apparently, with the Shadow Blade, but it's just been popped now. Is he going to go in Ferrari? Yep, he's the prime target for sure.
And then Ferrari pops in of his rune. They've got no sentries. They can't see him. Serpent Wards. Oh man, Luo with like the 3-man charge. GG is called. They get wiped as IG look to clean this one up. Aggressive. The uncharge, is it going to be? No, it's not going to be a full 5-man wipe. It's going to be 4 down, and IG take game 1 in style.
I'm loving the Pugna pick, really. I think it's amazing. At the same time, of course, it was helped by the fact that they won offlane rather convincingly with Luo's Spirit Breaker. So once again, a good performance by him. CDEC, they just had no solution to the Death Ball. If you look at their lineup, they don't exactly have good anti-push. Slark is terrible in those situations. Queen of Pain early levels, same story, really. You would need somebody who can do something. And Phantom Lancer just wasn't enough. Maybe CDEC were thinking, okay, last time we played against HDT, we drafted ourselves into a corner since we had to win that early, so maybe secure the late game. But IG just unrelenting in the pressure. And I think the Broodmother would really have been a better pick. Maybe they would have lost still, but at least you could split push way easier and apply pressure on the other tower, so at least you don't, in terms of economy, you don't fall behind, which would enable you to fight harder.
It was that Pugna pick though. Like if you pick Brood, then you're dealing with a Pugna still. It was a really difficult situation for CDEC to be in. That just shows that IG's experience in drafting and everything like that. But we'll be back with game number 2 in a couple of minutes, guys. Don't go anywhere. Let's see if CDEC can bring this back or if it will be a 2-0 sweep for IG.